Welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Mayoka. I'm an empath, and I like to do these little daily talks on how I see things. I collect data. I'm a researcher. Been hitting on a couple different points today. I'm still on media blackout. I did look at a page today, but I only looked at it for a second and then jumped right off because ain't nothing's changed. Well, that's not true. Everything changes. Everything is constantly changing. It's people's resistance to that change. Well, that's creating the dissidence in them. They aren't, well, they're showing their asses before their classes. You know, classy people. You know, people that have dignity and integrity, and that, you know, I've heard they existed, the kind of folks that admit when they're wrong, that stand up and say, no, that's not right. That's not right. There's injustice here. I'm one of those. That's what I try to do with my tube. You know, I was thinking about, because there's always political crap, man. I wonder how much other stuff we could do if people didn't fucking waste their energy, their resources, their beliefs in such a freaking incestuous, dirty, gross system. I was crunching some numbers this morning. There's 536 representatives. Is that what it said? The average Joe Congress. There's 529 of them. They get paid $174,000 a year. Now, they tell people like my mom, who had a stroke when she was 38, yeah, tell her $750, that's too much for you. We're cutting your pay. Unless you use it all to pay for half of your rent, that's too much. We're cutting your pay. But these yokels, right, people who have never met her or know what it's like to have, you know, economic insecurity because, well, where is it here? But not everyone is average, because the Speaker of the House, they get $223,500 a year, while the majority and minority leaders of both Senate and the House, along with the President pro tempore, get paid $193,400 a year. It's not over $92 million. Talk about fraud, waste, and abuse. No. None of them earn their wages. Heck, they only work like a third of the year. Kind of coincides with the other article I read about corruption. It's like 36% across the board. Police, government, religion. That's like 1 out of 3 people suck on the world now. In all areas. So what that leads me to believe, it's a person thing. If every person could keep themselves in check, which they can't do, because it's easier to feed your ego with things outside than to tell yourself it's going to be okay, and to believe in yourself, because, well, it's hard to respect people that don't do respectable things. Even if you were that one. I used to be that person. I did all sorts of disrespectful things. I crossed boundaries and used my justification as I was raped as a baby. What are boundaries? I was never taught them. And when I was asked for them, people just said goodbye forever. Your expectations are unrealistic. You want me to treat you with dignity and respect that I demand? Nah. That's not how it works. It's because I wasn't met with this world with people that teach me that I could do anything I wanted, and that I was secure and I was safe and I was loved, and no matter what, I would always be secure, safe, and loved. No, because there's people that have contingencies, that have conditions and boundaries. You gotta act this way, you gotta act this way, or goodbye forever. Okay, goodbye forever. We weren't that rad to begin with, I guess. I guess I was seeing too much into things. I was thinking too highly of people again. I have a tendency to look at people's goodness because I recognize the goodness in them, just like I recognize the goodness in me. And this is years after getting past the stuff that I had done, getting past the wreckage of my past. You know, because I was drunk for a long time. This is a story I saw yesterday. Moby. Bald dudes creep me out. It's something like Akashic Records have always done. It's not like I'm not going to know people and treat people with dignity and respect that are bald. I'm just not going to freaking, whatever. To each his own, right? I don't judge people, so they're not going to judge me, right? The golden rule and all that jazz. Anyway, I like to talk about how, because I'm in recovery and I don't drink, because I thank God just for today, because it's the only day we have, and it takes your soul, man. It takes your spirit. They call it spirits, and it replaces the oxygen in their blood, and oxygen is the only difference between an animated version of us and a freaking dead version of us. So when people are consuming alcohol, 1, 2, 3 a day, 8, 9, 10 a day, or not, only on weekends, Thursday through Sundays. It's a long week. You know what I mean? People rationalize and justify their behavior when it's not good for other people. The people I'm looking for are the people that are just the people that don't hinder, man. Anyway, so as alcohol removes your blood, that leaves all the room for your ego. That just leaves more room for your ego to just run the show and to mean people. I'm just tired of seeing people be mean to people. I see more people being better to people, though, like the dude that's paying off all those student loans. Anyway, with Moby, right? So this has happened, I don't know, years ago with Natalie Portman. She was just 17, 18. He remembers it different because, alcohol plays with your mind. It puts people on different timelines. It give people a different idea of things, A lot of people think that people like them when really they don't. A lot of people think that people don't like them when really they do. Benny, where you at? Come on, hurry up. Get here. Move. Sorry, bud. You okay? Oh, what? You okay? Speak to me. So I thought I was going to be late for the movie. We crashed. Anyway. Alright. Sorry about that. Put in this. He's got a sty in his eye. I hate it. Anyway. So, he was going on, this young girl's just likes young musician, is just awestruck and, oh, I want to meet Moby. He makes great music, right? And freaking here he's thinking, oh, she wants me. And then fast forward, people's perception in life goes on and how they collect data, and then they look back and have two different accounts. But my bet goes with the gal that probably wasn't wasted, that didn't declare himself to be a binge drinker, so it's not that freaking drunks don't want to be all. It's not like they don't want to be, but how many times have you freaking said something at a blackout and then the people that you said it to, they remember but you don't, oh yeah, I'll be there, I'll help you move on Sunday, yeah, absolutely, we got this, we're friends and stuff, and then Sunday rolls around and you forgot that you would make that commitment and then you don't show up, now you're a big flake. And it happens all the time. I've seen it, I've done it, I've lived it. I like to speak about my personal experience because that's all I have, And it would behoove other people to not freaking take advice from people that have had less life experience than you. That's kind of dumb, I've had a lot in a lot of different areas, my background. I mean, we grew up looking up at the poverty line, and then I freaking barely graduated from high school, and then I freaking screwed around, played around, because I didn't have a childhood, so now that I have some freedom in life, I'm going to make bad choices and drink and poison myself for about 13 years, and then, oh wait, more trouble. Can't live this way. gotta go into the Air Force because mom's gonna have to. I'm gonna end up looking at her in the future, looking after her in the future because of her condition. So better go to college. And how am I gonna do that? No one's gonna help me go to college. I'm going to the Air Force, but I'm 26. Do it anyway. Okay. And I did it. And then I got sober, and then I moved to Oregon and tried drinking again, only for a minute. Didn't take me that long to learn my lessons. Now I'm sober again. I'm trying to rebuild my career. Work from home daughter. You know? And I don't have any help, you know? Just freaking girl trying to freaking sort stuff out, you know? Because all the stuff people told. I believed in myself when nobody else has. And there are a few times that people did believe in me and I didn't believe in myself, you know. So now I'm ready to live my part, next chapter in history, believing in myself and meeting some other people that believe in me too, you know, because, I mean, slowly but surely that billionaire freaking paying off student debt, you know. Maybe we could change some of these freaking greedy motherfuckers' minds to, you know, maybe not set the cost of their stuff so high, you know. Shouldn't ever cost anyone. That stuff got terribly out of control. You know, when you think that your education is worth $200,000 for what? What are you doing? Are you teaching people how to, like, turn water to wine or something? Or, like, you know, oil into gold or something? I mean, what are you doing? It's just money is numbers, and we're shifting to a world where we are our own currency. Yeah. It's a little bit more balanced, a little bit more fair. I just want to wrap up with this because I'm going kind of long today. A friend of mine, DZ, passed away day before yesterday. Now, and I started to touch on this yesterday and I didn't finish because my train of thought derailed. It's because of men like him. See, for all those stupid fucking clowns, jackasses that like to say, oh, lesbians hate men and men. You know what? There's a lot of good men out there that are good fathers and good dads. Just because I haven't had one, and I haven't seen a whole lot in, like, firsthand, you know, personally, of the balanced male, you know, the caregiver and the protector, you know. I never stop believing that they don't exist. It ain't my fault that men don't step up and act the way that they should. It ain't my fault that men are so small and women too, that people feel so small inside that they have to freaking shit on other people. It's not my fault. I'm here to say, stand up for yourself. Don't let them do that because we're all equal. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.